Hello, everybody. Filming today from the actual border wall that President Trump built to protect our borders. And so I want you to see it before I talk to you about what's going on today. But man, it is about 20 feet high. We're right here by it. It's solid. It's solid steel and it's peered in. It's a big old wall. And it's kind of sad to me that we have to do those things to protect our borders, but it's understandable. Um, and I understand why people want to come to America. Gosh, we're so blessed. Out here walking on the road, seeing clothes strewn everywhere, and seeing what they make to walk in the sand. They cut out the foam out of car seats, and they take shoestrings and tie them on their feet, and they walk through the sand. So they're like sand shoes. It's crazy. They melt it on the bottom of their shoes too, so they can walk in the sand. But anyway, we're out here. Mexico is right on the other side. I'm in Mexico. I'm in America. I'm in Mexico. I'm in America. I'm just playing around, but there's some truth to it, and so just thought that'd be an interesting thing to show you where we're at here, right off Highway 9. But you know what God's been dealing with me about today is waiting on Him. And there's a song that talks about, I will wait on the Lord. I've tasted His goodness. I'll trust in His promises. I really encourage you today to take a moment like I did the other day. Just take a moment and take a break. If you have a break at work, a lunch hour, when you get home tonight, and just sit and listen to that song and begin to pray that out. Make that part of your prayer today, that I'm going to wait on the Lord. I'm going to wait on the Lord because I've tasted of His goodness. I trust in His promises. And man, it just added so much to me today, just on the 20th day, day number 20. I'm about to cross the halfway point. And, there's another song now too that I would really like you to listen to. It's about I'm desperate for you. I'm lost without you, that song. Pastor Tim, can you give me the names of the songs and the artists real quick? And so I can give that to you. But before I give that to you, I want to read to you from Isaiah 40. It says, He gives strength to the weary and increases the power of the weak. If you're going through stuff and you're weary, you feel weak, your faith feels weak, you feel weak. Man, I've been there. I've been there. I think all of us have been there at one time or another. We're just tired. He says this, even youths grow tired and weary, and young men stumble and fall. So even the young experience this. But those who hope in the Lord or wait in the Lord. Wait in the Lord. How do you wait in the Lord? You trust Him. That song, you think about it, how good He's been to you, that He saved you, that He died for you, and then you just trust in His promise. That's how you wait in the Lord. It's not that you don't do anything, but you cling to the goodness of God that He's already given you, and you reach out and you cling to trust in that He's faithful to what He's promised to do, to heal, to provide, to restore marriages, to restore children, to save your lost loved ones. Wait on the Lord. He's worth waiting for. He says this, but those who hope or wait in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary, and they will walk and not be faint. The only way we could be restored and renewed and regenerated and refreshed like that is if He acts and His promises manifest and our prayers are answered. So that's what He's saying. Trust in me. The two songs, Pastor Tim, I'm sorry.
Elevation Worship in Maverick City is the Wait on You.
Elevation Worship in Maverick City is Wait on You.
And the other one is Hillsong.
Hillsong. What's the name of the song?
It's a weird...
He said it's weird. You come in here. Come in here and tell the people something real quick. Tell them what the artist of that song is. It's Hillsong, I'm desperate for you. I'm sure that's the song.
Yeah, it's just that. It's like, this is the air I breathe. Hillsong.
Oh yeah, it's the air I breathe. Yeah. Is that the name, Reed? That's the name, the air I breathe. So I want you to listen to both those songs and just use them as a time to worship and use them as a prayer. And so I'm going to let Pastor Tim have the last word here today as we stand at the wall. He's got his do-rag on. I usually have a different hat on. You've probably seen it in the films. But I put my New Mexico hat on to film just because it looks better, I guess. Don't look very good out here in 20 days. But
No.
Pastor Tim's last day with me, he's been a blessing. Reed's behind the camera and Billy. Man, these guys have been wonderful. I couldn't do it without them. And so Pastor Tim's walked every step of the way with me this whole week. So, man, I appreciate that. And Reed's taking care of us like a mama, like a father, like a big brother or something, you know.
Yeah.
Anyway, go ahead.
Uh, it's been a pleasure. It's been an honor. It's been exciting. Um, Gosh, just empty yourself out. See what God has for you. As you just pour yourself out to Him, see what He can do. Um, he wants to do so much in our church, in our city, in families, in our state. But I don't think it's going to happen unless we're willing to empty ourselves out and give ourselves over to Him. And then at that moment, that's as we just continue to empty and just, this is all I got, Father. This is what I'm going to give you. That's when we start to see Him fill us back up and with Him instead of everything else. So, church family, whoever's watching, man, empty yourself out before the Father. Give Him everything you've got so He can fill you up with what you need. So, thank you, sir.
All right. Love you. I will talk to you tomorrow I'm counting backwards now. I'm not going to do 220s. That's what it should be, but I'm counting tomorrow's 19. Anyway, just a mind game to keep processing this and walking this out. But I'm going to let you know I'm not tired. I'm not tired of seeking Him. I'm not tired of praying for all of us. I'm not tired of praying for my family and your family and the church. And I'm not tired of praying for New Mexico, for every New Mexican. Those who love God and those who don't. He's a God of freedom. He wants to set us free from these spirits of oppression. Those lost don't even know how oppressed they are. And from the wickedness that's coming out of sin. If I haven't watched or listened to any news for 20 days, I purposed with God. I said, God, I don't want to know anything that's going on, but I know before I came out here, the wicked, evil things they're passing and trying to do to people and to our children. And God hasn't gone unnoticed to Him. I want the wicked to know, our governor and those that are passing these wicked laws, attacking parents and children and babies. I want you to know, man, I pray for mercy on your soul. Turn to the Lord with all your heart. Ask Him to forgive you and repent, change. And He'll help you do that. But if you keep going down this path, I believe thoroughly, I know it, that what you've sown, you will reap in your families, in your life. Please don't let that happen. God's merciful and kind. Turn to Him. But if not, judgment will come. The harvest will come. So don't do it. Church family, no, they're not getting away with anything. They're not. God's judgment, His harvest will come. He's just patient. He's just patient, and we're grateful for that. Listen, I love you. That's too much. That's too long. God bless you. Have a great day.